Greetings, everybody. It's GleeCon, and I'm coming back at you one more time with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we started another chapter, the 7th chapter in the Alliance Player's Guide. It's a Dungeons and Dragons source book, and we have been really plugging away with every Dungeons and Dragons source book ever made. So check into some of the later episodes if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty. If you're curious on how Dungeons and Dragons overlaps with World of Warcraft. We're almost done. We read a little bit about just how it was kind of like a rapid fire recap of all of the events leading up to the Second War, the history of all the races, like a one paragraph blurb on each, and just real bare bones. And as such, not anything new for the OGs of this channel, but you know, good to have it all in one condensed spot, especially if you're kind of giving everyone an overview or just getting a refresher. We also played Chalice here last time when we played our World of Warcraft Classic playthrough. She did cleaned up the rest of the creatures that have washed up and beached themselves on the shore, and she explored that cave on top of the waterfall finally. She's kind of getting close, I think. If I was a betting man, I'd say maybe 2 more episodes and she'll get done with Darkshore and move on to Ashenvale. Stay a while and listen as we jump back in with Farinell. This is probably our last episode in Silverpine Forest. Fingers crossed, little bony undead fingers crossed, because wow, it has been tough lately. So let's let Questy populate. Okay, so all the quests are level 20. We are level 20. We have these quests right here that are Warlock only quests, but if you look at where they require us to go, we've got to get Thule's head. First of all, that's a freaking joke. And we have Baron's Peril. This quest takes us into Shadowfang Keep, which there's no need to go there yet. So really, we've got Amber Mill and Husband's Revenge. Oh, we've got to go back to the Undercity, and we'll get a ring for our little finger. We gain stamina, but we lose 3 spirit. Ugh, that's gross. Yeah, so I guess we'll just see how this goes. But the Hearts of the Pure, we're missing one. It says we have to go to the wetlands for one of them, and we have to go to Ratchet for the other. So if we wanted to go to the wetlands, I don't even know. I guess we would. It's right there, so it's not too bad if we go to Hillsbrad. We could make a quick jaunt through Arathi, although it would be probably a little dangerous. And then we would get Cormyr's Heart right there. It looks like, at least, even though it's technically wetlands, it's barely in there. So it wouldn't be the craziest jaunt for us to do that. But I'm not in any rush to do that. I'd rather go to Arathi first. And then for the other one, Ratchet, we would have to go back to Orgrimmar. We already have a Crossroads flight path. That's actually not as bad as it sounds, because we would just go to the Crossroads, fly from Orgrimmar to the Crossroads, and walk down to Ratchet, where we could get Isaac's Heart. So that one's not actually too bad. And both of those things are what we need to unlock our Succubus, which is... I guess that's a good monster. I don't know. I'm not really old school. You're watching me for the first time. You do be a warlock. Like for classic, I never had any. Not really. I'm more of a melee DPS type of a fan. So look at my bag space. Ugh, I'm always shocked by just how terrible my bag space is. Like, come on to this character. Anyhow, yeah, he died so much last time. I'm not surprised the herb is turned off. So on classic, you have to keep remembering to turn that back on. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I probably played around with a bunch of different characters when classic first came out. If you remember, or maybe you know, maybe you're not as old as I am and you can't remember, but so this game came out in 96, I think, is about where we landed on. So 96 for me, I would have been in like middle school, maybe 8th grade, just starting high school. Yeah, I guess when it came out. So I was just starting high school. Um, I had a computer back then, but it was not. It was okay. By then, I had upgraded to okay. When I was in maybe about. So I mean, I'm so old that having a computer was a luxury. Like, not everybody had one. It was, and I had to beg my mom. And my, growing up, I was pretty poor, so I had to beg my mom for just to make it happen. I remember one Christmas I woke up and she finally got me a computer, and she put it in the dining room, and oh man, I couldn't even tell you what kind of computer it was. It was probably some Apple II or something like that. Like it was like it didn't even, it was pre-CD-ROM. And at this point, CD-ROMs did exist. But my first computer was old and crappy, even by those standards. So I was probably around 11. So we're talking about, I was born in 82. So we're talking about maybe around like 1990, Christmas of 92, maybe Christmas of 93. Right around then, I got my first computer. I want to say I was about 5th grade. So, I mean, hats off to my mom for making it happen. She does not know, and to this day, still does not know a dang thing about computers. So she got me whatever she could get me, and it was probably not super cheap, but it definitely wasn't a top-of-the-line computer, so maybe it put her back, $100 or $200, something. Anyway, it probably had floppy disks, maybe diskettes, the little hard ones. So it was tough because I was happy that my mom tried, but I was disappointed because even I, at 10 years old, knew it was a piece of crap. So I was able to play like text-based games. King's Quest, I was able to get some King's Quest going on. That was fun. Maybe some Leisure Suit Larry to really hit me with the immaturity that was perfect for that age. But really, I was very limited in what I could do. So, my mom could tell that it was crap. So I think she tried and went back to the well. And by the time I was in middle school, I had a serviceable PC. It wasn't awesome, but it was serviceable, and it could play the games of the time. Now we're getting into the 92, 93. So because of that time period, I missed out on playing World of Warcraft. Just Warcraft 1. But I had a buddy that lived like basically across the street, like a block over. We were hockey buddies. I used to play hockey all the time. And he had a good computer for the time, and he had, so I was able to see a fresh stream of games coming out through him, and he was really into, his name is Graham, and we're not in touch today, but, hey, what's up, Graham? If you happen to be some rando that watches this, I wouldn't be surprised if he still played World of Warcraft. But at Graham's house, I got to experience the joy of Warcraft 2, of Diablo 1, of StarCraft. Around this time, maybe a little before it, I had gotten into the Heroes of Might and Magic series. So those were all pivotal, cool things that really shaped my gaming. And I got which ones I could. I definitely played a lot of Warcraft 2. I don't know if I bought it or if I... let's drain this guy's blood here. Oh, I have my Pisnar guy out. I need to summon. Okay, cool. So that's what we need. We need a Void Walker. So it's actually good that we did this. So I was able to play those things, but again, I was in middle school. And so I don't think I beat the games. I think I probably used cheat codes, and I was into other games too. This is in the Duke Nukem days, and the Doom, played a lot of that. There was a first-person shooter style game, but you were a ninja, not... I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't. I don't think it was Tenchu. I think that was like a PlayStation era game. But it was like a heavily Doom-inspired game. But it was, you were a ninja. And it was pretty cool. Liked it a lot. Played that game a ton. So that was the time period and how games went for me then. So at the end of that time period when high school started, World of Warcraft had come out, and I knew a couple people that played the other one that was really big back then, the the game where everybody would say like it was such a big deal, like parents were afraid kids spent so much time playing it, and oh gosh, I can't remember what the game is off the top. I'm sure you know, you can think of it yourself. EverQuest, and yeah, they were joking, they called it EverCrack and all that stuff. So I had some friends, but it just didn't super appeal to me because, you know, the kinds of games that I played were strategy games overhead. So this first-person view, because I believe EverQuest was like a first-person view, or at least that's how I saw it played. So it didn't super duper appeal to me. And then World of Warcraft just wasn't really on my radar. Again, keep in mind, this is before the internet, before cell phones. Like, I didn't have any cell phone or anything like that. So anything I hear, I'm basically hearing through word of mouth. That's it. If I don't see it from my friends, I'm not seeing it. And you probably had to have like a top-of-the-line computer when World of Warcraft first came out. I definitely wasn't having any of that. So, then, I mean, 96, right? That's what time this game came out. World of Warcraft came out in 96, as I believe what we've said. Unless I'm wrong, did it come out in 98? I'm trying to remember because my timeline... Oh, yeah, it came out in... Okay, so I'm off on that. Because, yeah, it didn't come out in 96. It came out in 2006. That makes a lot more sense, because I'm like, dang, I don't really remember... Because I have specific memories of playing it. So, I graduated in 2001. Graduated high school. And I kind of puttered around, went to community college for a year or so, you know, just nothing super serious, before I finally went off to college out of state. And I can remember so I would have probably been about 2002, and yeah, so it was deep into my college career, and I remember the game coming out. Now, I didn't have my own computer. I was a poor college broke kid. I did have a cell phone by this point in time. I was aware, I had heard of it coming out, that, you know, things like the internet were more mainstream at that point. How do we get up there? Oh, there's a cave. Okay, so we gotta find the entrance to this cave. So, at this point, I find, I would basically just, you could go to like any game shop, and you could get a free trial CD that would have like 2-week free trial, and you would put your code in. So basically, any of my friends that had a computer, I would go to their house and get them to let me install this game. So we've got a Ravenclaw Dredger. This is one of the things I actually needed, I think. Let's try using this little curse. Now that we're actually bringing to bear what we need here. It's tough, being a level 20. Mactaz has taken a few hits, but I think he'll be okay. He couldn't hold the threat. He turned it on me. Alright, so now we have arrived at where the So we need to kill 6 drudgers and 6 guardians. So 12 guys. It's not that big of a quest. It's the fact that they are so strong. I take tank up pre.
That spell isn't ready.
Okay, so he's coming. Okay, so this is gonna be a little tricky. Okay, they were really coming after me. Okay, so I guess I hit him with corruption here. Let me try draining his life some. Oh, I got the soul whatever on me. Let me build a... Yikes. Alright, so we've killed these drudgers. I guess I can eat the corpse of my friends here. So yeah, any experience I had with Classic was through that lens. I was just desperately trying to play. I only had, you know, limited small swatches of time where I could play at a friend's house, different friends. They'd have to let me put it on their computer. I'd have to download and install the whole dang thing. So it was definitely a interesting experience. And I think I don't even remember the types of characters that I picked, to be honest. There were different ones. I probably tried a few different ones, but the one that I remember the most, and I think my buddy, one of my best friends, he had the game. He had it from the beginning. It was him, and he lived with his 2 brothers, and all 3 of them were very into it. They all had their own computer, and I used to hang out there all the time. These were, well, he was my boy, and I was cool with the brothers. And I was poor, and I sort of just mooched. We worked together. Like, this guy was the best man at my wedding. Like, so he was like, it's a guy that he was willing to definitely tolerate me over all the time, and he loved playing the game. So we would just sort of take turns. And it was no big deal. So at his house, when I started really playing was when right around the time Burning Crusade was about to come out, and then came out. He had a gnome. He had a gnomish mage. I want to say it was probably a frost mage, and I ended up making a human ret paladin. So that was what I played at this time. Which is funny because, you know, I'm playing basically like Erator, and as I look like, wow, what a tough pick that I made for myself. But I loved it. I thought it was really fun. I liked the game. I greatly enjoyed it. And I spent a lot of time. I probably got into like the 30s of my levels during that time period. But I was limited because I could only play with whatever he had. So that was towards the end of my college career, and I moved back to... That was right when Burning Crusade came out. And I moved back, and I think I've gone through this before. But when I moved back and ended up started dating what is now my wife, and we moved in together. We got a computer, and I eventually got Warcraft on that computer. This was all during the Burning Crusade time period, and that was when I played very heavily. I probably played it more heavily then than I do now. I had a very probably unhealthy amount of time. Like, I eventually moved it into the bedroom, and I was just playing all the time. So at that point in time, I made a Tauren Arms Warrior, and I maxed that character out. And then I decided I want a character that was going to be sort of like the beginnings, the genesis of what I do now, where I was like, I want a character that's going to do everything. So I made Assassin Rogue, still to this day my favorite class and spec. Troll. His name was Dreadlockpick, and I played him for all of Burning Crusade, and then when Wrath of the Lich King came out, I played extensively into that. I got Lore Master, I was max level, yada yada yada. And then my account got hacked. So I was, and I did a lot of PvP, I did twinking on that character for a long time. I was really into it. And back then, Wowhead wasn't as much of a thing. Like, you really had to do your research. Make the, if you wanted to get, like, Lore Master or something like that, you had to try. Like, it wasn't an easy thing. So now, keep in mind the context of what's happening also, the context of the gaming landscape. So, at this point in time, phone games aren't really a thing, right? The concept of a subscription game pretty much isn't a thing. Did I get them all? Oh, I did. That's everybody. Alright, let's skedaddle. We killed them all. So I think WoW was like $15 a month back then, and what you would do is you couldn't even like purchase it online, I don't believe. I think you literally went and got like a subscription, bought these cards, or maybe you could, but this is just how I did it because I was like jabroni or whatever. So, I think you could, for $30 you bought a 2-month card. Oh, crap. See what I can do here. I don't know that I can. See what we can. Oh, there's another one coming. Great, we're screwed. Okay, so they just kept spawning. Like I was completely screwed. Luckily, I have another thing, so I can summon my guy if I can just get out of here. Well, that's good. I got the XP for that. Okay. Maybe I'll use one of these bandages too. The wool bandages I have. It makes more too. So anyway, whenever when my account got hacked and I got banned and blocked for a while, when they finally, after a couple weeks or so, and keep like that would cause. Got to keep in mind I had an extremely unhealthy relationship with the game at this point. So you all of a sudden pull the plug and I can't play for a couple weeks. And then when I finally get back in, and I had like all these warnings and notifications on my account because the person that hacked me like basically used my account as like a spam account to like spam the when you see the people like trying to get you to buy gold and stuff like that. So they hacked my account, and I used like the verification stuff too. Like I used whatever was the authentication that you could have at the time. Best you could. It wasn't as good as how it is now. And then when I finally get, actually kind of, kind of want one of these people because I want to. My soul stone's about to wear off, and I want to have that back up, and I want to. Oh, he's not worth it. I want to get a couple soul shards going. So so I had all these warnings on my account, and then to top it off, of course they had sold all my gear. Like everything was gone, everything I'd worked so hard for. So I was potentially, I don't even remember like how the process was, like if it was really, was it viable, like could you go, and I don't remember if they had like it's very easy to restore stuff now, even if you screwed up and it's your fault. Like you can pretty easily restore stuff. Like I've done it a ton of times. Like I accidentally will sell, like one time I accidentally sold off like a best in slot max out mythic thing. I just put the little ticket in and you could do it. I did it not that long ago. So it's pretty cool. Like the game's come a long way. When it comes to stuff like that, as much grief as Blizzard gets, they really do try very hard. And I don't know, those things might be standard. Like I don't play like Final Fantasy 14 or Elder Scrolls Online or anything like that. So these things might be standard quality of life. But, it's a lot. It's big from whatever. So when all that happened, and I get back, and then I was just like that 2 weeks of quitting cold turkey. My first reaction was, of course, like withdrawal, but then I was like, I was so angry, and to me, the concept of paying $15 a month plus the entry ticket to play this game, and for something like that to happen, like that's never happened to me before or since in any other game. I've had some things where people have like hacked my PlayStation account once or twice because my son's like playing some PvP, like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and like talking, accepting a talk invitation from somebody in the chat that he shouldn't or something. And now my PlayStation account's locked, like when he was really little. I don't even think he talked to anyone because I didn't let him do that when he was that little, but like just whatever, little stuff like that. So there's been some things where that's happened, but nothing like that where I've had my account fully locked down, everything stripped, not able to be restored. It was crazy. So I was so mad, and I was just so affronted that you could pay so much to me. That was so much, paying $15 a month, and the concept of how much money that I had spent hundreds over the years on the game, which is so silly. Like I just pre-ordered the Diablo 4 for $100, and without even like blinking an eye. But then back then I'd be like, oh, I've paid like $200 for World of Warcraft over the past two years, and I'm playing like 8,000 hours a year. And nowadays it's nothing. Like my wife and I will play like we're good right now, but like we've played like phone games where we get sucked in and we're spending like $100 a month buying freaking whatever you buy in those games, extra lives, loot boxes, whatever the stupid crap you pay for, where you get sucked into these gacha games. But back then, I just thought it was unacceptable. It was a deal breaker for me. So I quit World of Warcraft. I quit it for the rest of Wrath of the Lich King. And I did come back in briefly. I got a new computer, and Cataclysm had come out, and I think it was pretty deep into the cycle of Cataclysm, a year or two in. So essentially I quit for a couple years, and then I sparked it back up and played Cataclysm for just a couple months. I think I made an Orc Hunter, Beastmaster Hunter, and I played around until I was probably around like in the 30s, and then I don't remember what. I think life happened. I think I had some big upheavals and changes in my own life, I really don't remember. I know we like remodeled the floors of the house, but I ended up not having time for it, and other things became important, so I dropped it. Alright, so this was a big navel-gazing episode for me.
What would you ask?
Here we go. Baron's Peril. If our scouts and agents continue to procure valuable information such as this, we shall have the Lich King's Scourge removed from our lands in no time. No quests. That was a one and done. I do like that we got this wand. 15.7 DPS. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Take that wand to decay. Alright, so there's no putting it off. We have to do the last quest. We've got to do Assault on Fenris Isle. Let's go into looking for group. And put it out there. Okay, so this guy, we already got one. Okay. So cool, we got somebody ready to roll. They're right there. So that's cool. We got a mage that's in there already. They are stronger than me, but I'm about to ding.
And you are.
I just want to sell because I have no freaking room in my inventory. Is that better than what I have? Not really. Okay.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Alright, so I don't know if we can handle this guy with just two of us, but we shall see. That's the house, I believe, with all the... No, that was that right there. I think this is where there was all those gnolls you had to fight your way in. So let's see if we can recruit some more. Alright, so... Yeah, so if that was a boring, really long talk about my history of World of Warcraft, I guess that's lore from one side. Sorry, I'll try and keep it more tight on the show. I don't know, I just really got sucked into an aside there, just really breaking down how it went. But yeah, I eventually came back to the game. I skipped out on a lot of the other expansions and came back. I think it came back around BFA. And, oh, I've got this mage royal all around. And I've been back ever since, playing every day. I think things have got to change though. Like, I've been really trying to figure out how I'm going to modify my game schedule because, as I mentioned recently on a couple other episodes, like, we are really, it's about to hit, like, go time on, other games. Like, there's the new Zelda coming out, and I'm not even accounting for that one. There's Diablo 4. I'm trying to finish off the content for Diablo Immortal. I think I'm pretty close. I think my main character, and I only play a little bit every day, but I'm like level 50. I just want the story stuff. I don't need all the achievements, because also I'm really kicking around in the back of my mind. I don't know if anybody would be interested in this, but I'm thinking about doing a Diablo spin-off, where I do some episodes where I kind of do what I'm doing here, and I just go do the Diablo stuff. I wouldn't want it to take away from the time I put into this, but I could just make an extra, some episodes from time to time. I don't know if I would still call the show Lore of Warcraft, or if I would make it like kind of like a spin-off show where I called it Lore of Warcraft, the Diablo chapters or something like that. But I think there's a few novels, so there's some stuff that could be gotten into. For sure. Okay, here's Avatar Mage. I don't see anybody else, but we're gonna have to try our best. See what we got going on here. But I think it would be really fun to do it, and also to just come back and just to do everything, just to literally just play it. So I think when we fight this guy, there is like a Hex of Ravenclaw. Yeah, we gotta be ready with this thing. So, break the new wand in. Ooh, I got myself a scroll of stem. Okay, get ourselves a nice little how do you do. Okay. So we'll get that going in there. Yeah, so he's hitting him with that blizzard, and I just got that with my own mage. Okay. So maybe with our oh, that's good. Okay, so I don't know exactly where I'm going with this. Yeah, I don't remember what it is that I wanted to have here. I think I want my increased Curse of Agony. So let's look and see what we got here. My classic Warlock talents. That's Wowhead. I don't want to do that. I want to look at here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the demon. I'm this one. Okay, so I want, yeah, so I do want this. Okay, so we need to kind of bust our way inside here.
Danger. My mana is raised.
Oh my god, so this dude, he's got this little poison. Okay, it's alright. Got it going on in here. We'll find out what we got. Yeah, we're gonna try our best. I don't know. Yeah, it's only has 10 charges on Bethor's potion, so it's got a 30-second cooldown. I'm a little bit bummed. Got Plague Cloud. Some kind of curse going on. Okay, so we got this going on. This one. Okay. Taking out this. Alright, let's see what we got here. I really think there's... Yeah, we have to be careful because... Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Alright, so me and... I mean, we got 2 clothies, but I guess we're gonna do what we can here. Alright. So we got the mushroom. Don't really care that much about it. He probably needs to... Probably needs to man up here. Mana up here, not man up. I don't know what why he's evading. Okay. Now he just immediately like reset. Thanks for wasting my mana, you jerk. Okay. I don't have any health potions, that's a pain.
Danger!
Okay, I guess he can't do anything. So let's have him get the treasure, but
I need to get closer.
I don't know if there's anything worthwhile in there. No. It says we're in combat. That's annoying. Alright. So, there we go. This guy. And we should be good. Yeah, he's really... I don't know if he's low on mana or if he just burns through it that fast. I don't need that. Okay.
I don't have a target.
Okay, so he's... Yeah, he's burning... I mean, frost mages are pretty good. They're pretty OP, as we know with Millie. She's just quite a good little girl. Okay. So we got some big people right here. Okay, so... Go after this one now. Okay. Oh, he's taking some damage, but... Okay. Alright. So, let's see. The soulstone, if the target dies... Ooh, let's see if I can use this soulstone on him. Oh, I have a half-hour cooldown on it. That's a bummer. I don't need that. Okay. So, I could drink some milk, but I don't really need it. Okay. He's calling someone else too from his side. Not our smartest move, but whatever. But we've got this guy. So luckily I think between the two of us, because I've got my minion, we should be able to, like, we can treat that bad boy like a tank. Oh, I need to get another shard going on, so even though my health stones suck all the bunghole in the world. Okay, save some mana. Oh yeah, I was just about to say I need to get... Okay, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, because really this is what's gonna this is what's gonna affect us is
Incoming!
the fact that there's so many ads. Okay. So these ads are annoying. what am I gonna do with the ads here? Let's see. Okay. All right, so which one do we want to focus first? So we're going to send the tank to the boss. Okay, so we're going to just focus down the boss. All right. All right. So I'm going to... We're going to... I mean, he's... So we're going to try our best to... Okay. Okay, so we got the ads. So I'm gonna try and pull this guy. My soulstone, I can't have another one anytime soon. Okay, so... Alright. So... I'm gonna try to get this guy so I can get the... I want to get the... Good, okay, so now I can summon... I can summon my Void Walker again. Okay. So, that's fine. I'm going to summon the Void Walker. And then we're going to have to hopefully get him before... Okay. So then we're going to... I'm just going to keep spamming my mana. Okay. Let's get to full mana, and then I'll use this other bandage. I can make a few bandages. So as long as he can get here soon, we should be okay. He's working his way back to the island. Okay. I got Fire Shield on me for somehow. I don't have any bottles, so I can't necessarily make any... Oh, I'm at I think 115 is all you need to get the heavy wools, so I'm set on that. I can go teach myself how to make heavy wools soon. Gosh, I don't know what to do with this guy. So with that mage, we're okay. Yeah, I'm gonna send my... I'll just keep clearing out this area. Yeah, so if he can get me, if he can get here before they respawn, great, but it seems like they're gonna respawn soon. He's back. Alright, let's go.
Incoming.
Are you kidding me? Crap. Okay, let's get my guy going here. Okay. Man, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get him. Oh my gosh. Crap. I don't know. That sucks. That really sucks. Ugh. That blows. Crap. So all his gear is broken. So I just lost my partner. So now that I lost this guy, that's really sucky. He's been trying, so I'm sure that guy's been trying this for a while. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously a very high level quest, so we might have to come back later and do some other quests first. Like, we might, if I can't get anyone, if I can't get people to join up, we'll probably be screwed. Because we couldn't handle it with that guy, and since there's so many people, I don't know what the point of the Bethor's potion is. It says removes the hex of Ravenclaw. When are we even getting the hex of Ravenclaw put on us? So that's one thing I'm curious about. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm really disappointed with I mean, we are going to have to come back and do this Silverpine, so a 24 Elite at level 21 is... Gosh dang it. It's just a shame. He couldn't... My Voidwalker was not able to maintain threat, really. He kept going after him. So, that part stinks. Said he's going to do it later. Whatever, I don't know what to... Jeez. Yeah, what are we gonna do? I don't freaking know. I have a soul shard, I can summon a Voidwalker right away, but I can't. So this is called, let's look, I guess we'll research it a little bit. Assault on Fenris Isle. It says, what do we got here? He spawns there. He has 2 guards that aggro. He said pretty easy to solo as a level 31 warlock. Level 24, you have to have a soulstone on yourself. You might die. Killed all the guards in the room except for the 2. Easy pulls, shouldn't get any excess aggro. Voidwalker and then concentrate on the 2 guards. I died, but thankfully the 2 guards died in the fight. After I Soulstone res, I sent in the Void to attack Thule. Got him down to low health when my Void was going to die, so I had to sacrifice. So I was shielded for a bit and managed to kill him. Imp was left, and I was about to die until I feared the Imp a few times to buy time to bandage for a sec, so okay. Okay. Dagnabbit. So it seems doable. Like, we almost had him that time, too. Really did. I just don't know. And these gnolls, it's so annoying to fight your way into. Like, these gnolls are such a... Look at all of them. I don't know that I want to res up here, because if I'm not gonna do it, what's the point? Then I'm just creating a world of pain for myself. Like, I'm 21, I'm not quite high enough. And they said 2 ads, but I see 3. Like, sure, this guy you could pull. I guess maybe you could pull him away from the others. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so we'll come back to this. No shame in our game. We will come back. We have to come back to this region anyway. I'm not sure exactly when I started this video, so I don't know where we're at for time, but we'll do a little bit more. Normally I do a time check, but... So I'm going to just parse back to the sepulcher. Crap. I don't know what. I'll be able to go. I don't want to do that. Thank goodness I got it with that. Eat that corpse there. Not getting a lot of life back from him, but getting something, I guess. Okay, so get out of here as good as I can. And I may die. I don't know. I probably will die, to be honest. Shouldn't have done that. I forgot that I was just going to try to Hearthstone my way out of there, so that was stupid of me. Idiot. There's an example of me just being a dum-dum. Alright, so yeah, I guess we'll go down and do the first couple Hillsbrad quests. Okay, so this guy says he's got 4 minutes left on sickness, so maybe he wants to come out. I don't know. Maybe he wants to come out to play. Okay, so maybe this guy will come back. Like, I think him and I were super close. I think we could do it. So I think him and I could. I think we could do it. Now I don't know how my gear is. How close am I? 16 and 25. I'm okay. Not. I'm a little bit more than halfway. So I can definitely soulstone myself. Or I could soulstone him. So, because my cooldown was off last time, but this time I'll save that soulstone off for that. Alright, so let's go back to wherever we were. Kind of want to just be in a safe spot where I can. I can't. Nothing's really safe. Okay, so let me get my Voidwalker going. Get some of my mana going. Okay.
What do you want from me?
Alright, so I'm just gonna oh, I had clicked on my guy. I was like, why can't I shoot him? I'm just gonna wand him down. And when he gets low, I'm gonna use this. I want to get some Yeah, you can make a soul... Yeah, there we go. So I'd like to have one extra. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna, like, fight some random dudes. Just kind of clear the way a little bit. And then that will let me make... I killed him too fast. So... yeah. We might be able to do it. In which case, that's fine. I mean, if I could just complete this quest, like, this can be all we do today. I'm fine with that. I want to just finish this zone. And my one skill is going up. Yeah, I want another... Ouch. Okay, let's eat the corpses. Ow! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Gosh, that was terrible. I didn't realize I was, like, that low. Okay. Yes, Louise. Get him, Mactaz. He just spawned right on top of us, is what it was. So now I'm gonna get another one. Okay. I was trying to eat your friends, man. Didn't work out so hot. Need some mana for sure. Oh, I have those mushrooms. I can eat one of these mushrooms. Actually, yeah, that's probably even better. Okay, so we'll eat some of these mushrooms. And we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, so we're okay there. I'm gonna... Where's this guy at? I'll invite him and see if he's still down. Okay, so he's making his way back to the island. Yep, and I'll just sort of kill. Why not? Just make myself... I'll just grind the guys out. Think of it like an XP grind, since this is really all we're going to try to do. I'm telling you, we're going to get it. We are going to soul stone. I guess maybe I'll hit Rain of Fire. I'll hit that dude with all the curses, and then I'll try to just Rain of Fire. Spam Rain of Fire. I don't know what Bethor's potion is for. So let's see why... What's the point of this? Only uses this spell shrinks you and severely diminishes your physical and magical damage output. Yeah, I haven't seen him use it. He didn't use it the 2 times that we fought him, but whatever. Okay, so I want another... Soul Stone. I have one. I just like to have a backup. We'll just make a couple stacks of them. Okay, so there we go. So I have backups for my Void Walkers. I can make more. I don't know what's this guy doing. I was gonna say, I don't know what he's doing. Grr fresh meat. Okay. Yep, we'll just continue grinding it out. But yeah, I can make another health zone if need be. They have like a 5-minute cooldown, so they don't really help me. Like, oh, my inventory's full. Excellent. Oh, one soul shard per freaking thing. I guess I'm gonna make... Oh, you can only have one of those. Okay. Well, then I don't need more than one. Destroying one of them. And I'm destroying this freaking canvas on my back. I don't need that either. Oh, I got a mana potion. I'll take that. That could be useful. I don't have any health potions, so why not? Yeah, we can give ourselves a little bit of inventory space by doing that. There's my guy right there. Okay, so me and this guy are gonna do it this time. I can just tell you that that's gonna happen for sure. So, first I'm gonna soul shard him. Okay, so now we can. He's gonna be good to go on the res. So now he'll have an instant res in the fight. Okay. So, because I mean, he's the mage. His is the DPS that's going to have the better outlook.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay. Okay, let's get this. So my DPS is just going, but really this is my,
Mana.
that's my, I don't need that, I'll pass on that, I don't need that, I'm not a tailor. Are we pulling this guy too? I mean, maybe he's like really into, XP, maybe he's grinding it out too, I don't know.
I don't have it.
I mean, whatever. It is. We're 20% up to the next level. He's gonna drink some mana. I'll just pull this guy over here. Why not? So I was trying to kill those ads, and maybe that's what's best. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so he's hitting both. That's fine. This is one's... Yeah, and mine's kind of similar. Okay. So we pulled both. That's fine. And now we've got to fight our stupid way. This is what makes it also so, like, psychologically disturbing. Is you've got to, you've got to fight so hard. To, make your way back in. You say, oh, he's out of mana.
Is drained.
I'm just clearing it out. Why not, buddy? Old Mactaz. Just living the dream there. Oh, maybe the... Okay, so we've got this guy right here. Okay. Oh, I see. You gotta channel the whole time. That's what it is. Oh, my mana's gone now. Then I gotta eat the bodies of these guys. So, we both spammed them down. I mean, I could create a soulstone, I think. What am I gonna do? I guess I'll get rid of this. Okay, so we'll just fight our way up. I wonder if I do the kind of want to like I kind of want to and he's kind of feeling the same I am, where we're just using our wands. Okay. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not sure how I want to not worry about. Okay, so. So, I don't know if he has, like, an add-on there. Okay. So... there's that dude right there, but we'll let him get his water going. Maybe I'll refresh this. I don't have anything great to do. We were so close last time, too. So close. Alright, so we're just killing these raw heads. We're making our way up. I mean, we're a quarter of the way through this level. Like, making my way to 22. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna... Maybe I'll hit him with an actual shadow bolt. Okay. Got it. And it ramps up, like, as long as I just stay on that dude. It looks like we went the wrong way. I don't know if it's... maybe I should, when we're both focusing down, maybe I just need to stick to a shadow bolt. Whoopsie. I don't know. Okay. Oh. That quest already did that. Nice. So now he's going to be 23. Okay. So that's why he was trying to fight so much. He knew that he was... That quest we already did. That's where you had to turn that book in or whatever. So he's a higher level now. That's a big change for us. So right off the bat, and I've soul whatevered him, so that's good too. Yeah, we'll just get him. Okay. So I'm just gonna... Ooh. Okay. Let's wait for him to get his mana back up. Everybody needs their mana. Okay, so we'll do the dots on the imp. Okay. So we're going to send him there, and then dots on the imp. Which the imp will die fast, and then I'll switch my dots back over to the Thule Ravenclaw. Okay, so we're going to send him in. Okay. And now I'm going to send the dots on the boss. And now I'm going to spam the boss.
Incoming.
Okay. Okay, let's get him.
Is drained. My mana is low. I need a target.
All right, we did it. What sucks? Alright, so we now just have to fight our way out. That's awesome. But that was cool, man. We did it, guys. So that was, now we're just gonna fight our way out and turn that in, but we are good to go. We've finished this entire zone minus the actual dungeon that we'll have to do. That's pretty good. Pretty crucial. I don't think he even had, yeah, he didn't even have to use the soul stone that I put on him, so that's good. Okay. The device is not ready yet. Oh, it gets spammed sometimes with the, oh, I don't need that actually. I don't want that. Okay, cool, so let's get out of dodge here. That's pretty good. But yeah, that definitely took some coordination. For sure.
Danger.
Danger, huh? Not sure what the danger was, but okay, get him. Now I'm gonna drain his life. Good. Okay, Avatar Mage and Farinel. We did it. Yeah, I don't even want to hit these too much, but that was pretty good. I mean, Thule wasn't that bad. It's just the fact that, honestly, it's the ads. And the fact that he's a level 24 elite when the closest level quest around is a level 21. So it's like, what's he making? Oh, he's making water and bread. He can make rye bread, so he's leveled himself up. Old rye bread. I used to have a buddy named Ryan. That was one of my good buds. He passed away, but his, we used to call him rye bread. And in addition to that, it is a delicious treat. Okay. Yeah, it's stupid that you have to... There's just so many gnolls. This is such, like, a stupid... That's what makes it so stupid. Like, you have to just murder 8,000 gnolls that respawn at the drop of a freaking hat. Oh yeah, let's use this dagger. Let's level my dagger up some. I haven't even touched my dagger in a while. Keep blocking it. That didn't level me up that much. Alright, let's get him. Okay, so that is an expensive spell. But I guess it's more powerful than I thought. Like, it's pretty good.
I can't carry anymore.
My mana's drained, so he says. I can't carry anymore, I guess. I guess let's ditch... No, not that. That's actually decent. We'll ditch this thing. I have Thule's head. Wouldn't it be so funny if... Okay, so he said he's gonna port. I am too. Alright, so we did it. Me and Avatar Mage did it. I'm gonna port too because we're gonna be done with this level after this. I can't leave the party because he disbanded it. No harm, no foul. That's cool. I was about to do the same. We can sell some of our stuff here. We do have to spend 2 silver, but we made 4 times that almost in this breastplate that we found. Other than that, though, there's not like stringy wolf meat. That does nothing for me. Sell that. I do need those herbs. I'm gonna save this wool and the silk. I'm gonna save all that stuff. Now, the actual linen cloth. What am I going to do with that? Because I don't need it. So what do you do with the linen cloth? I don't think I have... I mean, I could send it to some of my other characters who uses cloth, but really, I don't know that I have any horde that super need it. Because Callie's Alliance, so... It sells... I mean, like, yeah, I can legit just start selling it. It's the wool that you need for the Alliance, but yeah, so at this point... Linen cloth is just trash for me to sell. Okay. The rest of these herbs I actually do need. That's what is also a shame is that his freaking bag. This can... I think we can drop that safely in just a second. Alright, so it says, the Scourge cannot be allowed to remain in Silverpine Forest. Come back to me when you have proof of Thule's death. Is his head proof enough? How about his head? The death of Thule Ravenclaw was no small event, Faraday. Renfell tells me that the energies released when you destroyed Thule were felt even as far as the Sepulchre. Your actions ring through the ranks of the Forsaken. Your value to us grows.
Embrace the
Thank you. I love feeling like my value's growing. And, ooh, that's a pretty cool looking robe. I'll take it. Alright, now we need to fly back to Orgrimmar as well. Let's do that, too. We can play around with some... This is... Nothing else exciting is going to happen, but if you want to find a lore perspective... Yeah, they didn't even really tell us much for beating Thule. They were just like, thanks, you're cool. But we do have to... we have a quest, the Husband's Revenge, to turn into in Undercity. So we'll take a quick flight over there, and then... I think I am good on like money and stuff. I don't think I'm missing any jobs. They refunded me my soul token for my Voidwalker. And we're not going to fly back or anything. Oh, you need a soul shard for a ritual of summoning too. But we do need to visit the first aid trainer. That's ready to upgrade. Cooking is okay. We don't need anything to do with that. Alchemy. What can I even do? Oh, I can build 12 more of those, which will help me out. I need the black mouth oil. I can also build elixirs of wisdom. That's actually a good one to do, so I actually should build that first. And then with extras, I can build lesser healing potions. So building 3 of those, and then I would still be able to build 6 more healing potions. So even if I built 5 or whatever, it'd be okay. But that's good. So that will punch me up a little bit there. Shadowfang need either a tank or DPS. Probably because they have a warrior already in party. And we'll turn in a husband's revenge here. We're halfway to 22, so Farinel's cruising. And I think I have Farinel. Yeah, so Silverpine Forest is done. I'm officially checking that off the book. And he's going to go into Hillsbrad next. Now, I have it written down Hillsbrad 25. I don't know what the heck I wrote that for. Don't know why. Maybe because Hillsbrad can extend longer than that. But I feel like we'll just freaking do Hillsbrad Foothills. Do I have any other board doing Hillsbrad? That'll be something I can look up on my own. Don't need to belabor the episode with that kind of research. I'll do that off the books. Here is.
This had better.
You have those hands, Farinel. Ah, good. These hands killed my wife, Delia. Revenge for her murder was my only care, and you were the instrument of that revenge. Here, take the ring you returned earlier. Delia has been dead to me for so long, her ring is a bauble I no longer care to keep. Instead, I will keep these hands as a remembrance of my friend's betrayal.
Our time.
That's why we've had those hands in the inventory, because like normal people, we chopped off hands and we're just carrying them around. Totally fine, totally normal.
Lady, watch over you.
We actually have a ring. It is decreasing our spirit, but increasing our stamina. So, our regeneration rates actually, this is a good class to actually have this on because it doesn't matter. We're not doing the orphan stuff, like I said. I don't care too much for that. That's Arathi Basin. Don't care for that. So we're just going to go over to the Magic Quarter. We're going to look at our jobs.
I am forsaken.
We will try to find first aid. I don't remember where that's at. We'll look at the... I know the apothecary is... the alchemy is in the apothecary area. But cool. So meanwhile, we're going to improve our Curse of Agony 3 points also next time. And where else were we on that? We were looking at some of this stuff. Yeah, we've researched a bit today. Oopsie. Amplify Curse, Curse of Weakness or Agony, which I do use. That's my main. By 50%. Yeah. Increase the effect of it. And I'm further improving my Curse of Agony as we go right now anyway. So after I get that, I could go either or. That's a mage trainer. I don't need those. Here's my...
What is it?
So... I feel like we had... I think I had everything. I think he was good. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. So we don't need anything there. So I just need a first aid trainer and then the apothecary. Let's find a guard. There's one. Shadowfang and Blackfathom need either a tank or DPS. That's what looking for group says.
What we do?
You tell me where me find first aid. Me happy if you tell me. Alright, so we're gonna pop on over. Yeah, so I can either, once I get that, I can either give myself a 14% chance to avoid interruption caused by damage while channeling. Drain life, drain mana, drain soul. That's actually kind of, that's not that bad. Or I can increase, give me a 50% chance to get a 100% increase to mana regeneration for 10 seconds if my target's killed by you while you drain its soul. In addition, you may continue to regenerate while casting at 50% of normal. So basically, drain soul will improve my mana regeneration. I like that better, I think.
Embrace the shadow.
So now we're gonna sell these regular wool bandages because we're on to heavy wool now. Good, moving up the ranks there. Okay, so that's cool. And now I need to go to the apothecarium to work on my last job.
What is it?
I almost need to buy a freaking Oh, 4 silver? I gotta save my money. I can't be spending it on that. But I'm very tempted. Oh, you know what? I have to go get some potions from the potion bin. Let me go grab a couple stacks. Shouldn't have gone this way, but yeah, so there's no more lore going to happen in this episode, ladies and gents. All I'm going to do is play around with my alchemy for a minute. I don't even think I'll be able to do too much, but I could probably learn like one thing. What's my character's herbalism at? 118. I might. That's 50 silver if I wanted. I think you have to be 125, thank goodness, because I don't want to drop the 50 silver improving that. But that's coming up. Alchemy's pretty good.
That better be good.
Okay, so we'll pick this up too. Don't need to swap this potion. Pretty nice. So we finished another zone. That's I'm trying to think. I guess Maleficent. Everyone that did Loch Modan finished theirs. Westfall's been done. So this is our first Horde one, and that's just because the Barrens is like never ending. So now the only person that hasn't finished their zone, their secondary zone. Well, we have the 3 people in the crossroads, and they're getting mighty close to me just moving on for everyone except for Varrock. And what's her name? Shellissia that we just did. She's not quite there yet. So this is the alchemist we need now, I believe.
Speak quickly.
So let's see what we got. So first of all, these just take regular empty vials. So I'm going to make these 3 right here. Pokes the woolly sheep repeatedly. Those are actually really good too. Very good for my life. Train me. Oh, I need to be 110. So I can't do anything with those. So this is what's going to get me up. I can create these. That'll help me some. But it's these guys. So I either need the Black Fathom or I'm straight up just going Elixir of Wisdom. Okay. That is what it is. So we need Mage Royal and lots of Briarthorn. Okay, we gained 2 points. That's good. Okay, so we gained 2. We're working our way up. I'll keep those couple with me. I'm not really going to mess around with much else. I think that's good. I don't know why that person has to cry so much. So we're going to go stash some of these things in our bank. And then we are done. I'm going to save. I'm not going to. I'll just hearth out of here next time. And then he's going to be in Hillsbrad for a while. I wrote till 25. But I'll probably just go ahead and do all of Hillsbrad. And then he's going to journey on to Stranglethorn Vale. So he's going to have. Because he'll go here. But then that's going to open. He's going to have to make his way down there anyway. So I'll pick up some flight paths, making my way down there. But eventually, he needs to go there. So I think Ratchet actually takes you over to Booty Bay. So he might... And I need to go over there anyway. So I kind of think... Once I finish Arathi and I get some flight paths around here, I will actually probably be going back over to Ratchet and then taking him into Booty Bay and then marching his butt back up, because he's going to do the northern half of Stranglethorn. And then come back and do Arathi Highlands. And he's got the Badlands. But I'll look and see. Like, I don't know who else. I also have Talanji doing Stranglethorn Vale, and she's going to Arathi Highlands. So yeah, we'll see if these are like really necessary. I don't know. Elisham. Alright, so let's... What are we gonna stash? I guess the Shadow Gem? What else? What do I need that for? Those can go back into stash. In the stash. Yeah. That's good. Got some soul shards. They'll disappear probably. Okay. Cool. Cool, guys. You know what that means. We got another episode in the pipe 5x5. Thanks, everyone, so much, as always, for watching and for listening. And I look forward to seeing everybody next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.